If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is December the 27th, 2021, and today the topic is a new thing. Good morning, everyone, and a happy last week of 2021, right? I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Christmas weekend. At that, I did. Mine was just fine. Um, Enjoyed time with family. Spent Christmas Eve with my in-laws, and then Christmas Day with my side of the family. Um, Got to see the joy on NJ's faces in both locations, because again, both families go in with the gifts. So it was beautiful to see, him interacting with his cousins and just all the good time, the good, fellowship and everything like that. Um, you know, it was just such a blessing and beautiful to see and experience one more time, y'all. Like they say, one more time. Um, Shout out to both the hostesses. My mother-in-law was the hostess over there on on my husband's side, and then my mom's the hostess on the other side. Y'all know I'm a bit of a hostess myself, but see, all the holidays are claimed, so I said I might have to make some you know hopefully one day, right, I'll be able to host something like a little Christmas brunch. But I understand it's not gonna be on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve and nothing like that. I might have to probably do like a pre-Christmas brunch or something, not to compete with the other hostesses. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, well, y'all know that, again, this is the last week of 2021. And so obviously you start thinking about, the new year and maybe some resolutions or all kind of things like that. With that being said, if you want to go on a fitness journey like your girl, I'm giving away the gift of accountability, y'all. We are giving that away. So, there's still time and still room to be submitted. I would say your chances are high. So go ahead and submit your name into the gift of accountability. Look for the link on this live video. Or if you are listening to me on the podcast, you should be able to see a link in our, I guess what people would call show notes, that I tend to call the Go Deeper section. Just look there. There should be a link there to go check out what is needed to enter into the gift of accountability. Not much is needed, y'all, and so many prizes on the table. 5 different prizes to be exact. And I hope that whoever wins, they will not only enjoy their experience, but, you know, understand that, hey, when you have people holding you accountable, that you tend to do stuff, right? You tend to get things done. Like, again, I tell you all the time, the juice holds me accountable with my Bible study, for example, right? Mr. Leo, he holds me accountable with accountability. um and although I might not be doing everything, right, I might not be doing everything, but I am sticking to that workout schedule. Actually, he gave me a new routine that I need to be kicking off this week. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And y'all see the results. I mean, those of you all that are watching me live, let me throw up my results again thus far, right? And if you're not watching me live, you guys can see on my social media, actress Miracle Sims. Um, you should be able to check out my Instagram or any of those pages to just scroll and see, what my progress has been. And so if you know deep inside that, hey, man, I might need some assistance, I might need someone to help me or hold me accountable, then this is the gift and the prize and the giveaway for you. So just throwing that out there again in this last little week. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into the juice. Uh-oh, I just threw my stuff up there again. Sorry. I meant to take down my other thingy. All right, here we go. So, a new thing. So basically, this morning during the prayer meditation, yeah, it started having me reflect on, okay, the new year is coming, all that stuff. And so as I was listening to my prayer meditation with the Soul Space app, the phrase "a new thing" came into my heart and mind this morning, and I just was like, okay, I can see that, new year, new thing, it's okay, But the interesting thing was, as I started to read the different verses, it felt more, as people would say, personal, right? It felt more like specific. So let's get into it. Let me share these verses with you all, and let's see. You guys can let them marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. Okay. 2 Corinthians 5:17. It says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come." So I guess when I was writing down this verse this morning, after I had read it and everything like that, it just really started to make me think about, like, when people, as you get older, and as some people say, as you get older and wiser, you start to change, right? Things that you used to do, you don't do no more, right? Um, and I guess the thing that came into my mind, like reflecting on a new thing and reflecting on this verse, it just was like, how a lot of times people try to keep you where you were, right? They'll be like, oh, well, you used to X, Y, and Z, and you used to X, Y, and Z. And it's like, if somebody is growing, right, and they learn, they may not be, Now, Jesus in the Bible here is very clear. It says over and over again, you become a new creation, especially when you come into Christ. And so, you know, we should allow people to, be that, it, like, we can't keep holding people in boxes of what they used to be. Because, yeah, like I said, some people grow, some people get wiser, as you get older and mature and all those different things. And so, again, I'm not 20 something year old miracle. Like, no, yeah, maybe some things are the same, maybe some things have changed, But for the most part, I could see the difference between me back then and me now. Like, me in high school versus me now, And so that's the thing. And when you really think about it, right? Yeah, we can think about when other people are saying that, but sometimes that inner dialogue does that too, right? Try to remind you what you used to do and how you used to be, and maybe that in a way to kind of present it to you like you haven't changed or God hasn't done something new in you. Well, friend, if that's you today, I hope that you are encouraged and inspired to know that, the word is very clear that in Christ you are a new creature, a new creation here. And it says, and the old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. So walk in that. Walk boldly in that, I would say, y'all. It's okay to change, right? It's okay to learn and to grow and to be better, and everything like that. I mean, honestly, I feel like God expects us to, and so that's what came into my heart and my mind this morning as I was reflecting on that verse. Another verse I want to share is Isaiah 43:19. It says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." I know I've shared this verse on the juice at some point. I mean, we chit chat almost every day, right? But I guess this morning, as I was reading this verse, it's just reiterating the example here that God is doing a new thing and He's going to create a way out of no way, as they say, um, yeah, a way in the wilderness, So if you imagine just, being surrounded by trees and you don't know which way to go, and there's no path, and then all of a sudden that God has created a path for you. That's what I'm seeing here. And again, same concept. If you're in the desert and you surrounded just dirt, just everywhere, just sand, just you surrounding and you hot and you don't see nothing, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's the river, out of nowhere. Like that's the examples today of, like, I guess the new thing that God can do, and is doing. I've been reflecting a lot. I got a new project on the way, y'all. Y'all know already I'm working on my children's book and whatnot. And I'm trying to think of some ideas. I'm putting some ideas together of, you know, some people may say like expanding the brand. The one book ain't even came out yet and I'm already expanding the brand. Y'all see how my mind is? But anyway, and yeah, I mean, I guess it has me reflecting on like miraculous things and whatnot. And so, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of reminded of that in this moment. I don't know how much I should say. Maybe I should just wait. But yeah, I mean, God can do as the, miraculous things. God can create rivers and deserts and paths and wilderness. Like that, there's nothing, right, that's hard for God. So, you know, yeah, we might need to wrap our minds around that, uh, this new thing, right? Some people may think it's impossible, just because it's never been done, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. And that doesn't mean that God won't do it. So, just something to think about. Just something to think about. Again, y'all can put that in your own life, right? Look at it for within yourself and say, okay, I feel, I see it. I feel that God is doing a new thing in me. I don't have to think about the past. I don't have to think about, what I used to do and everything like that. God don't think about it no more, right? This verses that talk about the sea of forgetfulness and whatnot. So why are you holding on to that, friend, right? So just go ahead and y'all let that marinate in our hearts, souls, and minds this morning. I got one more verse to share. It is Ephesians 4:24. It says, "And to put on the new self created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness." All right, that is the new thing, y'all. That is how you can feel, walk, and be new. God has made you in His likeness, right? And in His righteousness and holiness. So, again, if you are in that place and you are feeling as if, hey, I see God is taking me in a new season. I see new doors opening, or maybe even just, hey, my life is looking a lot different than it used to be. And then you get that, that naysayer, right? Whether that's the naysayer within or the naysayers on the outside. Anybody that's trying to pull you back into old habits and old things, or anyone or thing, or however you want to look at it. You can rebuke that thing, y'all. You can tell that thing that God is doing a new thing in me. I see it. I'm walking in it. And there's nothing that they can do about it. There's nothing that that thought can do. There's nothing that anybody can do to separate us from the love of God and this new thing that He is doing within us. So, again, I hope these things encourage you and inspire you, because that is the juice. There is a verse in the Go Deeper section that you all can reflect on and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds this morning. Maybe even, put your name into the category of what the words are talking about. I believe it's talking to Israel, but say, hey, put your name in that category, where Israel is. Say, X, Y, and Z miracle, X, Y, and Z new thing, whatever, just see what that does. I mean, because sometimes we got to make this thing personal, because it's for everybody. It's for you. And you don't have to, let anyone drag you back to your past. Again, you're not there no more. We're moving forward and to the new thing that God is doing. And I hope that you are encouraged and inspired by that. One verse I want to share with you all, the Bible verse of today, and that is 1 John 4:11. It says, "Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspirational juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. If you like what you hear, then consider supporting our podcast. Every listener that supports us for $9.99 a month will be entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win a free gift. So become a supporter today.